today I thought I would share with you a small thrift store haul. Mainly there's a lot of books that I want to show you that I picked up, and the few that I have finished reading that I also thought I would share. We're going to see how this goes. Trent is working outside in Hampton's. He's very bothered, so I'm hoping I can get through this without him barking the whole time. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize somewhat for my appearance because I do have paint on me. You can't really see it if I stand up close, so I'll stand up close. I'm going to be painting a piece in my bedroom that's going to be on another video. So I have my paint container with all my paint clothes that I put on, so I had to throw on some of that this morning. So anyway, just excuse that, hair washing day, so all the things. But let's just hop right in and let me share with you some of my little finds at a few of my local thrift stores. So yesterday I went in 3 different ones. I don't think I did. I got one thing in the last one. So let me show you what I got. The first one I went into is our food pantry thrift store. I don't go in that one every time. I don't really know why. I have found some things in there, but it's really not in the straight shot direction of the other two that I go to. But their proceeds go to help fund the food pantry. So just like most thrift stores, you know, that's a very good cause. So in there, I found, these were, I thought, adorable. You know, I have all of my patriotic stuff that I use. I have a big summer celebration where I use all my little patriotic things. And I just love these. Now, I really wouldn't say that I'm a knick-knack girl. These won't stay out all year round, but I was thinking that I could put them on a cake stand or even in between all the food when we have our little get together, and they were $2 each. I don't really know. There's nothing on them that really says like where they came from or what brand they might be. But so I paid $6 for all 3 of these, which, you know, they could have been a little bit less, but it does make me wonder if these maybe were something that I just don't know about. Maybe you know about. But anyway, so I got these 3 little cute patriotic figurines, and you will be seeing those when I decorate for all of my patriotic stuff. And then I kind of got rid of a lot of signs, but I liked this one. It did come from Hobby Lobby. It was $2, but I even thought, you know, I could put like one of these beside it and maybe a little candle on a cake stand. So Caroline has laughed at me lately because she says I've become Miss USA. I don't know. I have been watching a lot more news and YouTube videos, and my oldest daughter, who is an attorney, tells me, Mama, you need to stop that. You're getting out of control. But anyway, so I just thought that would be cute with that stuff. Then I was really excited. I also found in that one this sweatshirt, which is one of my, it's just the Walmart sweatshirts, y'all, they're just my favorite. And they're usually, you can get them for about $13 at Walmart when they put them out, like early fall. And then they usually, you know, take them down to about 10. I have got them for 9, but they're thin. I like the length of them. They have that little split on the side, and they're just comfortable. I mean, I put one on around the house even before when I start working, and I think this was like 50 cents there. Their clothes are super cheap, and it looks brand new, and I don't have this color, so there you go. So the second one that I went in was Tails Inn, which is a little thrift store for our humane shelter. So all the money that is raised there goes to the humane shelter, and all the people that work there are volunteers, and they are hard-working people. And y'all, I've seen these people in there for years, some of the same ones, and you know, they're dedicated to what they do. And I usually take a lot of my donations in there as well. So I went by there, and in there's where I got most of my books and things, but I was so excited about this. Y'all gonna think I'm such a nerd, and I guess I am. I'm a nerd. This is one of those little things, you know, that keeps your coffee hot. So I have one by my bed in my bedroom because I do my devotional in there a lot in the mornings and read. But sometimes if Trent's still at home or he's asleep, I'll just take my basket of all my little things and I do it in the den, and I don't have my coffee warmer in there. So this one, it says it was tested and it said $5, but they had it for 50% off, so I paid $2.50 for it. So super excited about that. And then these are just shorts in the summer. This pink color. You know, me and all my t-shirts, I figure I'll definitely get my use out of these. And they were $1, so cheap on that. And then I thought this was really cute. I know stripes going horizontally can sometimes be not good, but this is the brand. But the material, I really love the way that it feels. I think it's probably more like a swimsuit cover-up. It's kind of what I'm thinking. It does have a hood, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of a hood. But when I go to the beach, my hair's usually up anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I was thinking it was navy and white, and I guess it is. It's got the little pocket thing down here. It really could even be black and white. So anyway, it was $2.50. So these all have to be washed, but I could probably just get away with wearing it, you know, as a little dress even, and making it patriotic, since I'm so patriotic now, Caroline says. And then they also had this shirt that I got for Trent. You know, his style really has not changed since I first met him, which was, you know, we met like in, I don't know, 93. He's still wearing basically the same size because, you know, that's just men. Their clothes don't change as much. But this shirt it's brand new. I don't think it's ever been worn. And I just thought this color, you know, it might be good for spring. So I picked that up for him, and I think it was like $3. So probably, I mean, I feel like he'll wear it some, and we'll get the $3 worth out of it. So, and then the other things that I got in there were books. So I'm going to share those with you in just a minute because I have a few more books to show you. But the other thrift store that I went in is AIM. It's the Dulham House Ministry. It's a children's ministry with children whose parents are, most of them are incarcerated, and they have a house that these kids live in. They also have a school that most of them go to. It doesn't mean they're going to stay there forever. You know, a lot of their parents are able to get out and get them back in the home, which is great. But they have a big thrift store that funds a lot of their ministry, and they do a great job. I bought the little pink sofa that you should have seen on the last video there. They have wonderful prices on furniture. They just do a great job. They put a price that's affordable, and then they get it and they move it out, which I applaud that. Some of the ones that I go to, not necessarily around here, but in some other towns, I just feel like they price the furniture too high. It's a thrift store. You have limited space. Price it to make a little money and get it out. But anyway, all that being said, I did get that little pink sofa from them. But the only thing I got in here, and I was kind of in a hurry, and you know, me and my t-shirts, I just got this little mama t-shirt, and it was $2, but no, I think it was like 40% off, so I only paid a little over $1 for it. But honestly, the main reason that I got it, I do like, you know, black shorts, which I wear a lot, would be good, but it's so thin. You know, I'm a hot lady, so the thinness works out great. So that's all I got from them today. Okay, so let me talk to you about the books that I got, and I want to say first, I am definitely a reader. I have been a reader practically all my life. I can remember even when I was a little girl, you know, we had the little records and you had the little books that you listened to the record and you followed along. I mean, that was such a huge thing for me. I can vividly remember that as a child. But I've always loved to read. And then, of course, teaching, you know, I did teach reading for many years. And then I also taught reading comprehension and reading strategies with struggling students in my latter years of teaching. But reading has just always been a huge part of my life and my girls because, you know, I've always read to them and books are just a thing. Now, before I start sharing these, I want to say this. I am not giving my thumbs of approval on any of these books that I have not read yet, because obviously if I have not read them, I don't know if they're going to be good or not. And I will go ahead and tell you, I have bought several books at thrift stores that I read the first couple of pages and I was like, gotta go. There's just some things when I'm reading that I don't want to get into. I don't like a lot of bad language in books. Whatever, that's just me. It may not bother some people. If it doesn't bother you, that's your business. But, I don't use that language on the regular for sure. And so I just don't really want to be putting that in my mind. And then there are just some other, like, I'd say social issues and topics that I don't want to deal with that when I'm reading. Okay, I really don't. I just want to read a book for the excitement of it, the suspense of it, the sweetness of it, the history of it, whatever. So I have abandoned some. So the ones that I'm going to show you first, I have not read these, okay? So keep that in mind. So I'm just telling you, I've heard some things about some of these being good, so I'm trying it. The only other thing I forgot to show you, I did pick up this cute little floral for $2 in the Humane Shelter thrift store too, and definitely can use that somewhere around my house. Okay, let's talk books. So, this is one that I just recently got at the thrift store. Usually when they price them a little bit more, that means it's a newer release. I think their hardbacks are generally like $1.50. So if they put a sticker on it like that, I know that it's probably a newer book. And I'll show you one I just bought that was the case, and I did really enjoy it. I have read some stuff by her before, and sometimes, but anyway, she's usually has a really good sense of humor in her books. Sometimes it's a little more than I want to get into, and I'll just kind of scan through some things. But I feel like this one is going to be really good. I read a lot of reviews about it, so I'm excited to read that one. I have read some books by this author before, and it's one of those thrillers, like mystery thrillers. I have to be in the mood for those, but I also like to swap up my genres. I might read a sweet little easy romance read, and then I want something a little meatier, or I might read a historical fiction, and then I want something, that's just a little lighter. So I'm going to try this one. I think I've probably read some of her books. I'm terrible at remembering authors. Terrible. But I did read the back of it and whatnot, and it does sound pretty interesting. And I figured this is probably a newer release because they have it priced at $2. And I want to say that their softbacks are usually maybe $1, maybe. So, and then this one I have heard about before a lot. And it is it's on the New York Times bestseller list, and I remember seeing this one being recommended by some people who I trust kind of what they say, because they like a lot of the same things that I do. But I've just never, I don't know. I don't like paying full price for books. It's just a thing I have. But this one was $3, so I know that this is probably a newer one too that they've gotten. But I'm excited to read this one. And then this one I also got. There goes Hampton. Let me let him out. Okay, so this one I also got yesterday. And I have read some of her books before. Before We Were Yours is one that she also did. So I think I'm going to enjoy this one too. And it was $3. He is struggling. He cannot get happy. He wants to be out there with Trent. Hang on. Okay, so those are all the ones that I just bought. So really yesterday I did a lot of book thrifting more than anything. But I had a few that I was going to share with you that I have already read that I'm putting up for Hope. Usually if it's something I think she will like, I kind of know her well enough to know if this is something she's going to like, I'll put them up for her to get when she comes home. So these are a couple that I had already read. I might have given her this one already. I don't know. This is a good one. It's very suspenseful. May have had some language in it. I don't see a lot. And I read it, so I guess it was not terrible. But anyway, I thought this was a really good one, so I'm going to put this one up for her. And then this one, this is really good. It's a deeper read. you know, it's historical fiction, which I follow a group on Facebook that recommends historical fiction books, and so that's where this one came from. But Mudbound, it's really good. So I know she's gonna like that because she's my history girl. And then this is the last one that I just finished, and I got this one from the thrift store also, and it was $4, so you know it must be hot off the presses. Has to be a newer one. But it's definitely like a murder mystery, suspenseful, and I really did enjoy it. She's the author of The Girl on the Train, so it was good. I just, sometimes the endings of some of these books, they just don't pack the punch that I really want them to. The ending was okay, but I've had that problem a lot lately. But anyway, it's definitely worth a read, so I'm going to give that one to her. So there you go. There is my little thrift store haul on all my books. I am about to go start a painting project, which is why I'm dressed this way. And you should see that video before you see this one. So thank you so much for watching. Listen, if you've got good books that you just think I would love, please put that in the comments. Let me know, because I am always looking for a good book to read, something that I just can't put down. Those are the ones that you really want to grab. So put that in the comments for me if you've got something. Thanks again, guys. I hope you've already subscribed. Please share, please share, please share. I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm learning. My new camera's coming soon. So I just want to grow my little group of people, and I love it when you guys send me little messages and make comments. I just feel like I would be friends with so many of you if we were lived closer together, like-minded people. So anyway, thanks again, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.